Hello everybody, it's Brickwaffle here, and I hope you are excited for today's episode. I know it's episode 2 on the Block Farmers Let's Play, and we are starting out with a chunk that wasn't loading, but over here is the area we have carved out for our slime farm. Now it has been a little while since I've recorded a video, and you can see that this is definitely a slime chunk. Some things are working. We've also discovered that slimes will climb ladders, so sometimes they do escape up into that tunnel up there. But for now, we're not concerned with that. We are just going to collect some slime balls. And Chained Heart / Zeotech, depending on which name you want to call him, he is already planning on turning this into an automated slime farm, I believe. So I'm not going to do a whole lot down here today. I just wanted to get a few slime balls. Keep collecting these the old-fashioned way. We are going to need a lot of sticky pistons here in the future. And we're going to put that torch back as well. Let's see, where was that? Okay, but that's not what we're going to do today. Today we are going to just do a couple of chores. I'll walk you around what's going on so far. And then we'll get started with the other project I have in mind. Now, I did do a little bit of mining since we're in a snowy area. The packed ice is not that hard to find, and I have put together one of these minecart elevator towers. Now, I have not figured out how to stop it from doing the blacking and flickering here, so that's not YouTube. That is unfortunately what I'm actually seeing in Minecraft. And it's also very loud because it's a minecart. But you can see it takes us right up to the top and drops the cart off in here. And just like Slipgator has in his base in Hermitcraft, interesting, we have a minecart down there. So we're going to drop it down here. Drop that in there, and we're going to ride it back up one more time. I'm going to cut that footage, and I'll be back with you in just a second. Okay, so as I was saying, when you get up to the top of this, it just runs your cart into a cactus to break it, puts it into a hopper, into a dispenser, and pops it out down into the collector at the bottom, which is another hopper, and gets it ready for the next ride. And this water drop is nice and safe. You can drop right down in there. But you can see that we've added a little bit of a walkway here. And this is a nice fenced-in area, so we can get back to our house pretty easily, not have to worry too much about monsters. We do need to add another gate over here at some point. I'm just going to break that open for now. We'll put a gate in there, but this is our rabbit cooker. And before I do that, I need to go grab some carrots so we can breed them up. Let's see, where do we have carrots? Right here. We probably have 2 rows of carrots. Yep. Alright, let's get those, and let's replant. Did we miss anything? No, we didn't. And let's do this way. Awesome. Alright, so we're going to go breed some carrots, and then we will collect our cooked rabbit later. We do have 15 still, so that's not such a big deal, but we want to keep doing this whenever we can. So we're just going to spam click these guys. Well, maybe we can. Probably need to add some water in here at some point to make it a little easier to get these guys, but it does seem to be working. Now you can probably see in the distance here that it looks like Torquata, one of the other block farmers, has added to our Christmas tree. He's found some redstone blocks, and I promised him I would not steal them for our minecart elevator. That looks a lot better. I really like the Christmas balls on there. That's turning out to be really good. And I have mentioned to a few of the block farmers that I'm planning on doing a little something special on Christmas. If I can get the timing right, I will hopefully be recording and releasing an episode on Christmas Eve. Don't hold me to that, but that is my current plan if I can make that work. And you can see that Torquata has started putting up some towers and a pretty impressive looking entranceway into what I assume is going to be his castle over there. And it looks like Zeotech has started building up a couple of other areas. There's a little building over here. He's putting some roads in the birch area. The upside down slabs for him are keeping all the snow off, which he prefers. And it's starting to look like he's got some interesting things planned out there. But I'll let him do those videos. I'm not going to show off anything today. So let's head downstairs real quick, and I'm going to put in these slime balls and carrots. Let's go this way. Food and farming. Do that, and then engineering for the slime balls. You can see we've been making several of these trips and collecting slime balls manually, and it's actually turned out to be a pretty effective way to collect these things. I probably need to go ahead and make that gate at some point, but I'm going to ignore it for now. For those of you that haven't seen this machine before, it is very loud, but what it does is it allows you to duplicate rails. Some of you may consider that cheaty, but as far as I'm concerned, this bug has been in the game for a while, and if Mojang hasn't decided to patch it, then it's free for me to use. But basically the idea here is you can put any kind of rail other than a normal rail here, and when this thing goes on, it's going to spam these pistons really quickly, and when it breaks this and replaces it, it's going to actually produce 2 of that rail. So you can see how loud that is, but how quick it moves, and if you just have one powered rail, you can just keep placing it here. It'll keep popping off into multiples. That does save us a lot of golden redstone and help make that minecart elevator a lot more quickly. So let's go ahead and head upstairs, and we'll sleep and make it daytime. and then we'll go on with what we're going to do next. Alright, so today we have a couple of things that we want to do. We need to get some more materials to do a lot of our projects. We did move the tunnel into our old mine shaft / access to the slime chunks and replaced it with some ladders that go down and out that direction. We also need to go to the nether at some point and get some quartz. So I'm going to do a little bit of mining, and I will be back with you guys shortly. Okay, so you can see that I didn't mine for very long, but I did get a little bit of cobblestone. Who cares about that? I got some iron, some coal, some diamonds, and some redstone, and that will be very helpful. So we do have a couple of projects. Yep, still just a couple bunnies down there. We may have to go breed them again here shortly. Shouldn't probably put all those carrots in there. And evil chickens are invading my house. But we do want to do a few of the things that I have already done tutorials on. I'm not going to do a lot of that kind of building on camera, as I've said before. If you want to see how some of that stuff is put together, I'll just link the tutorials in the description. But this little area down here is looking a little bland. It looks like we should have something else going on here. In fact, we should probably replace that block with something better. But I do want to add some more decoration to this room and the potential for future expansion. So let's see. Let's put some things away, and I will dig out the little area and explain what I'm going to do here in just a minute. Alright, so given the space that I've cleared out and the items in my inventory, if you've been paying attention to my videos in the past, you will probably recognize this pretty quickly. I'm going to be doing a hidden bookcase entrance. Let's go ahead and grab that cobblestone as well. I know it's nighttime, I should probably go sleep, but I want to get started on this before I do that. And we are going to have a little bit to cover up out here, but I think I can do that and make it still look pretty natural. And one of these is going to be a quick way out to the edge of the mountain here, and then the other way is going to go into another part of our base that we're going to build. So I'm going to start working on this. Again, if you want to see how it's built step by step, I do have a tutorial I'll put in the description, but I will be back with you guys in just a moment. So as you can see, we have finished the hidden bookcase door. It's not particularly hidden because there's a pressure plate that's pretty visible here. We might change that in the future. We've walled that off because it was just too difficult to expose that as close as we were to the mountainside and still cover it up. But if we go down here, you can see we have a side passage we can use to get to our secret area, and this pressure plate will let us right back in here. It's a pretty straightforward device, but I do think it's pretty cool, and hopefully you guys can find some use for that as well. But that's, again, not the highlight of the video, just something I wanted to put in there for later. You will see, hopefully in a future episode, what I have planned for going on back there. If you guys do have suggestions for little hidden areas or rooms you'd like to add onto the base, go ahead and put that in the comments. I'd love to build something that you guys suggest. It's always fun to get the feedback from the community and make this feel like a project that you guys are more of a part of. Alright, let's grab that iron that we smelted earlier, and we've got some andesite. We'll go ahead and store that as well. And we do have enough levels that we probably ought to go hit up the enchanting area that Sonata Block has made and get ourselves some enchanted equipment here. Put that in there, and our raw stone. I am a little bit obsessive about the way I organize things, as you can probably tell, but I think that helps when I want to get materials. It's really easy to find. So you can see we've got some iron armor, and if we look at our diamonds here, we don't quite have enough to do a full set of diamond armor. I'm probably going to save that for more picks. We do have a really good pick that we made by combining 2 efficiency 4 unbreaking 3 picks. Kind of a waste to get the 2 unbreaking 3s and combine them, but hey, efficiency 5 is efficiency 5. And our next step is going to be to go to the nether and to gather up some more materials there. So let's go ahead and hit up the enchanting table and put some of these tools back in our hotbar. We're probably going to need those. And I will see you guys in just a minute again. Alright, so I have actually had to go back up there and come right back down. I forgot to bring lapis with us, but you should be able to see now. Oops, we got to take our armor off. And I know it's kind of silly to enchant partially broken iron armor. I could just make some new ones, but again, this is just supposed to be temporary. Let's see, respiration 1, protection 1. Respiration is actually pretty decent on a helmet. Ugh, but that's all I got. I know that's not great in the nether. Let's see, protection 2 or unbreaking. Let's try protection 2. Oh, hey, unbreaking 2. I'll take that. Unbreaking and protection. Let's roll the dice on that one. Blast protection. All right, that'll be helpful with ghasts. I would love to get fire protection, but it doesn't look like we're going to get that. Okay, so that's all of the lapis we have. That's going to have to do for now. Let's go ahead and head into the nether. Alright, we are in the nether, and I can finally reveal what we're going to do today. This little area goes off to a dark oak forest, I guess a roofed forest biome. That's where we got a lot of our dark oak wood. But down here, we are going into the nether proper. Let's see if I can do this. There should be a catch at the bottom here, but I'm not sure if I finished that. I did? Okay, great. So today we are going to be turning down our pigmen sounds, because that's kind of loud. What? Why is he attacking me? That's very strange. That's not good. And they are coming from every direction. That is very bizarre. You guys saw it. Oh, here comes some more. I have no idea why they're aggressive. This could be very bad because they're going to keep spawning in aggressive already. We're going to want more than an unenchanted iron sword here very soon. Let's let him come over here. Okay, I hope that was the end of them. What I was going to say is that we want to do a lot more mining here, and to do that we really want a beacon. So we are going to be looking for a fortress, and hopefully the rest of our adventure does better than that one, because they're still angry at me. Why are they so angry? What did I do to you? What's wrong? At least we're getting some gold out of this. Wow, that is more of my sword than I wanted to use already. So, like I said, may or may not actually be able to kill a whole bunch of wither skeletons. I do have a crappy weapon, but I thought this way, at least if I could... What is going on? That's not good. It's very much not good. I could have sworn there was a limited distance on how far they would be aggro to you. And then new ones spawn in, check that distance, and should not still be aggressive. The spawn rate these guys spawn in, this could be very bad for us. Okay, I'm going to risk turning the sound down. It looks like somebody has made a little platform over here. I wonder if that means they were looking for one as well. Hostile creatures. Let's turn that down just a bit. Okay, you can see that we made a path because our initial nether portal ended up in a pretty big patch of soul sand. Let's go ahead and get this magma cube as well, see if this pigman is aggressive to us. He does not look like he's upset with us. That's a good sign, I think. So we'll try and get some more magma creams. I hope the random pigman attack is over. And then, as I said, we're going to continue looking for another fortress. Wow, that's just bizarre. Yep. And that's what happens when you're not good with lava. As you can probably hear, we have found our nether fortress, and there's a wither skeleton and a blaze and some pigmen, and this is getting to be a little bit dangerous, especially considering the terrible equipment that I have. But this guy is why we're here. Ooh, hey. And there is the spawner. Wow, that is far too close. Let's see if we can get a couple of these guys. That is awesome. Not bad. 4 blaze rods and have not yet been set on fire. So we did find this, and I came down here. Probably should just leave that alone for now. Really, all I wanted to do was put a ladder up here. Man, I can still hear them shooting at me. But let's go ahead and take this ladder back up. I will show you where we went. Did a lot of digging, a lot of looking around. Finally found this. Came back to the base and dug a tunnel straight there from the level 115. So that's right at the same level that we have our nether portal. So it's a very safe way to go, all the way from the base down into the nether fortress. And we are going to need some wither skeleton skulls to summon the wither at some point and get enough another star to make a beacon, and then we'll be able to do some of our big mining projects. Okay, so I did manage to get a little improvement made to the rabbit farm. And you can see there's a dispenser back there, so when I press this button, it's going to put the water up here so they all bounce around. It does trigger the trapdoor as well, and let's see if I can stand here and not trigger that. But you can see now I can just hold the right mouse button down, and I am going to feed a bunch of these rabbits. So it looks like we've got 8 of them fed. That might be all that we have in there at the moment, so we'll go ahead and turn that water off. and then it'll close the trapdoor automatically, and we should see, yep, some bunnies. I left one in there that was growing up before. The babies are down here. They should come this way on their own, but sometimes they won't. They'll seem to follow this carrot, but they don't actually figure out that they can go down in there. When I have enough rabbits, it'll be pushing them in automatically. There won't be anywhere for them to go. They'll have to get squished down in the bottom. And you can see that that guy is spazzing out right now. At one point, I had tried breaking this block to see if I could lure them with a carrot, but as soon as I did, the babies were able to jump out through there, and it was kind of an explosion of baby rabbits out that way. I had not intended to design a rabbit cannon, but maybe I'll do that in the future. For now, though, it should be fine. I think we have a little bit more food, and hey, we have a rabbit's foot. Look at that. Alright, so we are going to go back into the house now, and we're going to make some preparations for the next video. Next episode, we will be gearing up a little bit more to go into the nether and get those wither skulls so we can make a beacon, and this guy apparently just wants to drop some rabbit hide. So hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you really liked it, please do subscribe, and as always, I've been Brick Waffle. Thank you for watching.